on average directional index. If you understand the average directional index in depth and understanding the implications, I 100% sure that you don't need any other indicator to get the signals. Average directional index will provide you the complete behavior, whether it is uptrend or downtrend or maybe a consolidation. Average directional index covers all phases of a price movement. Many of the people ask about that what is a average directional index, how it works, and why we use average directional index as a main tool as an indicator. So the trading in the direction of a strong trend reduces the risk and increase profit potential. The average directional index is used to determine whether the price is move in a strong trend or a weak trend. It means if I get a strong trend, I can make a potential profit. ADX is an ultimate trend indicator and most preferred indicator by a technical analyst. ADX is used to qualify trend strength. It is always measure the strength of a trend. ADX calculation are based on a moving average of a price range expansion over a period of time. The default setting is last 14 bars or candles. The ADX can be used on any trading vehicle such as stocks, mutual funds, exchange traded funds or futures. ADX is a non-directional. It can register strength whether the price is trending up or trending down. As the sample chart show on your screen, you easily see the green line, the green trend line shows a strong price movement, whereas the red line shows a downward trend line movement. In both the cases, when the strength is very high and the price is moving at absolute top, the ADX scaling is more than 50. The blue line that is shown on your lower part of the picture, the blue line is considered to be the ADX, that is an average directional index. The ADX line is the difference between the positive DMI, positive directional movement index, and the negative directional movement index. As we see the price at top, there is a strong uptrend, the ADX is at most top, that is more than 50. Whereas in the downtrend also, when the downtrend will be under strong workout and the price movement will be at their bottoms, the ADX again comes above 50. It means the average directional index is a non-directional. That means a strong upward movement or a downward movement, both are shown by a strong ADX. That means if the strong ADX is there, the trend strength is strong. When the positive DMI is above the negative DMI, the prices are moving up and ADX measures the strength of an uptrend. Where the negative DMI is above the positive DMI, the prices are moving down and the ADX measures the strength of downtrend. Here the DMI is called as directional movement index. As ADX is considered to be a trend indicator, many traders will use ADX reading above 25 to suggest that the trend is strong enough for trend trading strategies. Where when the ADX is below 25, many of the traders avoid trend trading strategies. In simple language, if the ADX is above 25, we consider the market will be in a trend. And if the ADX is below 25, we are considering that the trend will be weaker. The ADX does not indicate the trend direction, it's only provide you the trend strength. Mind it, the ADX is a lagging indicator. It reacts little bit later as compared to price movement. As the sample table show on your screen will give you the complete strategy for ADX trading. We divide the table into 4 categories or 4 columns. The first column is discuss about ADX values. The next is about the trend strength. The next column is about the identification. And the fourth is other confirmatory tools that we can use along with the ADX. As I mentioned earlier, and it is very important point, that don't use any indicator in a single manner. Always use a confirmatory tools to get your conclusion. The first point is, if the ADX value is below 20 or between 0 to 20, we think that the trend strength is weak. The identification is the market will be in consolidation or range bound conditions. The other confirmatory tool to check the identification is stochastic. We can use Bollinger Band or we can use the price patterns. As we already discussed in the previous lecture, there are so many price patterns who identify the consolidation phases. If the ADX value is between 20 to 50, we call as a market will be in trending form. The trend following strategies or the breakouts are the major identifications. We use double moving average crossovers, Bollinger Band, volume shockers and moving average convergence and divergence to identify the trends. If the ADX value is above 50, then it is a case of extreme or exhaust of a prior trend. That means it is a case of overbought and oversold, and we expect some reversals. For identify the patterns, we have to use some other confirmatory tool or indicators and oscillators. Relative strength index, moving average convergence and divergence, Bollinger Band expansions, absolute top and absolute bottoms are the major confirmatory tool to confirm your extreme or exhaust conditions. I hope by the help of this table you can easily understand the implication of ADX. The low ADX is usually a sign of accumulation and distribution. A common misinterpretation is that a falling ADX means the trend is reversing. A falling ADX line only means that the trend strength is weakening, but it usually does not mean the trend is reversing unless there has a proper price climax or a reversal is there. As long the ADX is above 25, it is best to think of a falling ADX line as a simply less strong. It means above 25 ADX is trending and below 25 the trend is weakening. There are also some important concepts that are used with ADX. The volatility and the volume is also play a very important role before deciding the trend strength of a stock. Stocks that react favorably to the ADX should always have a high volume but not very high volatility. Divergences is also play an important role. Unlike other indicators, divergence in ADX does not predict a change in trend. As long as the values stay above 25, the trend is intact. Trading the trend, if the price is going up and the ADX indicator is going up, its value is above 25 and it is a buying signal. If the price is going down and the ADX indicator shows below 20, then it is a sell signal.